Hey, what's going on, fellow money lovers? Let's jump right into the video and talk about a bunch of different pennies, more specifically wheat pennies, that you should be looking for. These vary from a couple bucks, which is much better than a penny, of course, all the way to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But we'll mainly talk about a bunch of these wheat cents that you can actually find, although getting more scarce, in your pocket change, and go sell to your local coin shop, hit up eBay, whatever, and make quite a bit of money over face value. So let's start with the first one, which is the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Cent. So 1952 wheat pennies in average condition are usually about 10 or 15 cents, which is still better than a penny. But if you're closer to mint state value or condition, you can get around $18. Now these are considered kind of a better date coin. The 1952 wheat cent had 137 million of these bad boys made. So there is a bit of them out there, but that's nowhere close to what the amount is for modern penny mintage. Now there are a few notable errors to look for. One of them is extremely rare, which is the 1952 cent struck on a dime planchet. This coin is silver and will be smaller than a penny, so roughly the size of a dime, meaning a portion of the cent will be missing. The 1952 struck on dime planchet errors are crazy valuable. In even crap condition are worth about $2,000. Another error would be off-center strikes, and they can range from about 10% to 90% off-center. But 1952 off-center strikes are generally a couple $100 if they're in good condition, and depending on the percentage of the off-center, can be in upwards of thousands of dollars. There's also 1952 proof cents, which 81,000 of those were produced, and all of which are going to come from the San Francisco Mint. They are usually worth about $50 a piece. The next coin on our list is the 1949 wheat cent, and this coin is another one of those kind of semi-key dates, but still can garner a pretty good value because the mintage was quite low. In average condition, they're worth about 15 cents, but closer to mint state condition, they can be worth $7 to $10. There was only 64 million of these made, so not too many, but you can find them, although scarce, in pocket change and while coin roll hunting. Similar coins to this are the no mint mark 1949 wheat penny out of the Philadelphia Mint and the 1949 D wheat penny, which are worth similar values, albeit they have higher mintages. Next on the list is the 1946 wheat cent pennies, which all three of these varieties are worth pretty good money. The 1946 S, D, and no mint mark wheat penny are all worth around 15 to 20 cents in average condition. Now beat up, they're going to be worth really closer to a penny, but in closer to mint state condition, these can be seen selling for around $25 to $30. The S mint mark only had 198 million of them made. The D mint mark had 315 million of them made, and the no mint mark 1946 had close to 991 million of them made. 1946 wheat cents, as I said, are worth very little in the worst of conditions, but a nice mint state or close to mint state one from the San Francisco Mint can generally sell for around $6 or $7, and ones in really high grade or actual certified grade can sell for close to $25 or $30. Next on our list is the 1943 steel wheat cent penny. Now, these can be worth quite a bit of money, but the 1943 steel wheat cents had a ton of them made, 191 million of them made. They're generally worth around 50 cents, but they can be worth in upwards of $25 to $30 and closer to mint state condition. In the year 1943, the U.S. issued the steel penny because copper was needed for the war effort. The composition of the coin is 99% steel with a very thin layer of zinc on it. This will give a little bit of luster to the coin, so that's why zinc was involved. The 1943 steel wheat penny is very similar to the 1943 war nickel in that both coins were issued with alternate metal compositions for the same reason, to save metal for the war effort. There was just a few of the 1944 steel pennies ever minted, and all would have been released by error into the coin supply, since they had transitioned back to a copper-based metal at that point. This error is going to be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, but 1943 steel wheat cent pennies are going to be worth about 65 cents and in upwards of 30 bucks. There's also a few errors you can look for on these coins that would make them worth, well, multiple times the face value or that value mentioned before, and those are going to be double dies, off-center strikes, struck on dime planchets, struck throughs, and then of course 1943 bronze wheat pennies, which are like a holy grail of coin collecting. This is one of the most valuable coin errors ever, and if you follow the link in the description box, I talk more about that coin in another video for like error coins and stuff for pennies that are worth just ridiculous amounts. The next on our list is the 1937 S wheat penny. This is another kind of semi key date, but I wanted to mention it because there was only 34.5 million of these produced, which makes them worth a decent amount if you come across them in pocket change. You can still get close to 50 cents for one of these things, even in average condition, but if you have a close to mint state or a really high condition 1937 S wheat penny, these can sell for around 10 bucks on eBay. Now, similar to this coin is the next one on the list, which is the 1937 D. So, of course, this is just a different mint mark variety of the same coin. Another semi key date. I won't go into much detail on this as it's similar in value to the previous one, but 1937 D wheat pennies, similar to their S counterpart, usually sell a little less at about 35 cents, but they can also be worth about 10 bucks if they're in higher condition. Next on our list is the 1931 D, so a little bit older of a wheat cent. Now there is only 4.4 million of these made, so the low mintage is going to garner that higher value. These things are really good ones to look for. They're pre-World War II, of course, and these coins are going to sell for around 60 bucks, even in average condition, due to that extremely low mintage. But in higher or graded condition, these things sell for close to $1,000, as seen in multiple auctions over the last few years. Next on the list is the 1926 D wheat penny. This one's a really great coin. I think these ones' impressions are a little different, a little deeper and more detailed, but that's beside the point. These are also really, really rare. There was 28 million of them made, but the 1926 D wheat penny has one of the lowest mintage comparatively to the varieties of that year. They usually sell in average condition for about $2 or $3, but in mint state condition, one sold last year for $1,800, but PCGS puts this coin at an average of about $800 for that condition. Next on the list is the 1921 coins. These are both similar in value. They usually sell in average condition for about $2, but they usually sell in upwards of $900 in close to mint state condition, and ones that grade between MS 61 and 64 generally sell for about $300 to $700 pretty regularly across both certified auction sites as well as like eBay. Now, MS 65 red condition regularly sell for thousands of dollars if they're going to go through a reputable auction. Next on our list is the 1918 S wheat cent and the 1918 D wheat cent. These coins are similar in value, although different. So first, the 1918 S wheat penny in average condition is about $1, but closer to mint state can sell for around $2,000. So this makes it a really sought after wheat penny. 1918 D Lincoln cents in MS 65 red usually sell for close to $2,500 in decent auctions, and the red brown MS 65s usually sell for around $500 to $800. If coin roll hunting for 1918 pennies, you'd want to be on the lookout for a couple errors like off centers or double strikes with no mint mark. In 1918, all pennies were made of 95% copper with a little layer of 5% of zinc. With over 300 million of them issued across all three mints, you can stumble across wheat cents all day long. And again, you're going to want to look for ones that are in high condition for these 1918 D and S coins, but any condition of these coins sells for pretty good money. Next on the list is the 1917 D and S wheat cents, which are similar in value, but a little bit different. So first, the 1917 San Francisco minted Lincoln cents, In MS62 to MS65, so graded and with a red designation, usually sell for like $6,000. But ungraded ones in really good condition can still sell for close to $600 or $700 because this is a very sought after coin. There was 32 million of them made, so not the highest but not the lowest amount for wheat cents, albeit they are pretty scarce when it comes to finding them in pocket change or coin roll hunting. 1917 D wheat cents had about 55 million of them made, so a little bit more, so it makes them a little less in value. You're really searching for San Francisco minted coins, and again, those can be worth well over $1,000 in good condition. Next on our list is the 1913 D, and this is an absolutely wonderful penny to look for because there's only 15,800,000 of these that were produced, and in average condition are usually worth about $6. But one in closer to mint state condition sells for $1,500 to $2,000. The 1913 penny, due to their low mintage, they garner a really good value for these coins. 1913 P pennies, or no mint mark wheat cents, in Denver minted coins are going to be a little bit less in value than the S mint mark coins just due to mintage amounts, but all of these are going to be pretty valuable. Next on the list is the 1912 D wheat penny. Another really great one to look for. We're getting closer to the first run in 1909 of Lincoln wheat cents, so of course the age of this coin, and there only being 10 million produced, really makes this coin have its value. Now in average condition they're worth around $50, but in high condition these sell for around $1,000 online pretty regularly, and no matter the condition, these coins are going to be keepers because they are just a key date coin. The age of them really is what it is, but high condition coins are of course sought after by the deep pocket collectors, and these have been seen selling in MS65 red and things of that similar nature of condition for well over $2,000 or $3,000. Last on this list of penny key dates to look for in the wheat penny series is the 1911 D wheat penny, which is an absolutely wonderful coin, not to mention many great things happened in just world and U.S. history in 1911. 1911 D wheat pennies, in average condition, usually sell for like $7 to $10, but in closer to mint state condition, ungraded, they sell for around $300, so a really good buy. This is the first year that the Denver Mint issued or minted the wheat penny, so this is what makes it such a sought-after coin. If you can get a 1911 wheat penny in really great condition for around $100, you should pick it up because these are gaining value year after year. And if you get it graded and it comes back MS61 or 2 or higher, which I know is a high grade, but if it comes back as that, it can be well worth close to $1,000 on the auction block. This is just one of many lists of wheat cent pennies to look for. I will have a ton of videos coming out, as well as I already have a ton of videos on my channel that cover different coins to look for in your pocket change, as well as error coins, error banknotes, and just a lot of other fun videos about currency and collectibles. So subscribe to the channel if you like money and collectibles like the rest of us. Head over to VarietyErrors.com. Use all of my website for free to look up your coins, your star notes, or anything in the currency or collectibles realm. Let me know in the comments below what you think about wheat cents and which ones you like to look for. I will see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.